If you've been watching Intuitive Golf, you will know that very often I talk about the idea of trying to get a compact golf swing. I think it's one of the most important things we can strive for. A compact golf swing is one where your whole body is working together, your arms, your shoulders, your torso working together, and it's the simplest golf swing. It's the one where you have to think the absolute least. Now, today what I'm going to share with you is one particular reference to the way you hold the club that can help you get there. It really is a very important thing. Ben Hogan talked about this many years ago. I just want to bring that back to your attention because it may be something you're not thinking about and it could make all the difference. And what I'm referring to here is basically for me as a right-handed golfer, I'm talking about the last three fingers of your left hand, the middle two fingers of your right hand for generally, because that's the two that are on the club, because some people tend to interlock or overlap with this one. And it's actually making sure that when we hold the club here, that in these three fingers here, we actually feel like there's a gentle pressure there, a slight firmness. Now, again, you see this fleshy pad here, it's directly on top of the handle. That is also important. We do not want that to the side here. That needs to sit on top. That ends up giving us a nice, what I call airtight fit around here. However, in the position, the particular part I want to pay attention to today is these three fingers here. They need to have a nice firm connection, not strangling it obviously to create too much tension, but equally not too loose. Now, why is that important? Because what happens here, when we actually have that slight grip squeeze, is probably a nice way of putting it, in those three fingers, it actually connects the muscles, the tendons, and everything up the inside of the arm, right into the shoulder, right down into our back. Now, straight away, you might start to appreciate then, when that's held there, that effectively is engaging the back muscles, the shoulder muscles with the arm, so that again, we can work together much more as a whole unit. Compare that to, if I squeeze it a bit too hard in the thumb and the forefinger here, I'm now coming towards the front part of the shoulder here. I might get much more shoulder rotation and action here, and I'm not really using my whole body. Can you see the difference here? So once again, I'm going to squeeze in those last three fingers here, and then when I swing, it's much more of a whole torso, a whole body action, that compact swing we're after. Compare that to, again, if I squeeze it much more in the thumb and the forefinger here, it's much more a shoulder rotation, much more of a top half thing. And that's not exactly what we're looking for. So if you're after that compact swing, the grip, again, as everything affects everything, the grip is a really important bit of detail. So once again, I'm going to hold it in this position here. What Ben Hogan used to show in his book was he would be able to hold it with his forefinger and underneath that pad. That was kind of to get the positioning. Now you bring those three fingers in, and actually now you can hold them nice and firm with that pad without the use of the thumb and the forefinger. And in one of his books, I'm pretty sure there's an illustration where on the right hand, the thumb and the forefinger are off the club as well, so that we don't, again, activate the front of that shoulder. So now with the right hand, for me, those two fingers here, these two are going to have a gentle grip squeeze as well, for the same reason. That's going to activate the inside of the forearm coming up into my shoulder, into my back here. That's going to keep that whole torso much more together to create that much more compact swing. So this is something you can do at home. You could just be sitting on the couch, on the chair, and you can pick up a golf club and practice doing that. Just get used to it. Find out the level that's right for you. I like to call it just a gentle grip squeeze. In other words, we just know that we've taken some charge in those three fingers there, more than we would have done in the thumb and the forefinger. Can relax that. On these two on the right hand, we've just taken some charge. We had a little grip squeeze. That should be enough. I should still be able to, very important point here actually, I should still be able to waggle the club. That's probably the best reference. If you've gone too tight, you may feel like you can't waggle and there's a strain in your voice. Whereas actually, if you've got it in the right areas here, you should still be able to waggle the club. So your wrists, in other words, are still mobile, but there's an element of control. Okay, and then that will help you develop that compact swing. So I hope you found that useful. If you have, give us your comments, your feedback, your thumbs up. Always share them if you could. That gets other people in the community. That gives us more questions. I want to know from you, what is it you're interested in learning about? If that's something I feel can help you with, I'll go ahead and create a video for that. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.